Nicholas is bearing down on the Texas coastline, currently at 27.2 degrees north and 96.5 degrees west. It currently has a wind speed of 60 miles an hour and a central pressure of 1001. Nicholas is moving to the north at 12 miles an hour, or a compass bearing of 010, and it is a stage 4 on the CDPS scale. Breaking down that stage 4, we have a wind speed of just over moderate, storm size of moderate, rainfall potential being the major factor here, major to extreme, and the overall threat to land is significant. This is a stage 4, which means extensive damage is possible for the residents of Port O'Connor for tonight. Residents in this area need to have begun their preparations already. The wind fields of this system aren't that big really, 100 nautical miles to the northeast and 80 to the southeast. Those are the only current wind field quadrants present on this system. There is a hurricane watch in effect for Port Aransas to San Luis Pass in Texas, as well as a tropical storm warning for the mouth of the Rio Grande to Sabine Pass, as well as a storm surge warning in effect for Port Aransas, Texas to Sabine Pass, Galveston Bay, Aransas Bay, as well as Santa Antonio Bay and Matagorda Bay, as well as a storm surge watch in effect from Baffin Bay to Port Aransas in Texas, as well as Sabine Pass to Rutherford Beach in Louisiana, as well as Corpus Christi Bay. Hopefully I pronounced all of those locations correctly. The distances from this system, 68 miles away from Corpus Christi, 177 from Galveston, 188 from Houston, 195 from San Antonio, and 223 miles away from Austin in Texas. Maximum sustained winds were once again at 60 miles an hour, which is a fair agreement here, along with Recon as well as the National Hurricane Center. Here's the cone from the National Hurricane Center. It's pretty much almost very close to landfall, bearing down on the Texas coastline, as expected to curve eastward once it does make landfall and weaken as it does so. Here are the wind and rain swaths, from H-Wolf. They don't typically expect much from this system, just tropical storm force winds as it impacts the Texas coastline. However, rainfall is quite a different story, as rainfall totals of up to 16 inches are expected in isolated parts of Texas. Sea surface temperatures remain incredibly warm, I believe up to 30 degrees in this area of the Gulf of Mexico, which this system could take well advantage of, and this is the reason why hurricane force winds warnings, are in place. Tropical storm force winds pretty much are right now a maximum of 70 to 80% along the Texas coastline. However, as the storm bears down on the Texas coastline, those chances could increase. There is a slight chance of hurricane force winds as well, 5 to 10% for, as of right now, completely offshore, but again, as the storm nears the coastline, those chances could increase for onshore areas. The multimodal diagnostics pretty much taking this storm up to landfall and then weakening. The deep layer shear is going to be pretty much on the rise from here on out up until a certain point, up to 40 knots, and then weakening. Sea surface temperatures remain pretty high up until landfall, 28.9 to 30, and mid-level relative humidity, is on the decline. Now, this system is quite dangerous. A CDPS is on a stage 4 right now. Residents in the path of the system need to have started their preparations now, for preparations must be complete by tonight, I should mention.